Hello lovely people, welcome to the Geek Cupboard, I'm Penge, and welcome back to Choice of Life Wild Islands, where, incredibly, we didn't die last time, much to my great surprise. We were kidnapped by pirates, and there was a mutiny, and the boat was destroyed in a storm, and we fell off a cliff, but through all of that, we didn't die, not even once. So I'm expecting us to die a few times today on our desert island adventure, so I think right now we're over here on the beach having a lovely time. Let's head over here to the shipwreck, because we've got a choice of going to the shipwreck or to a cave over here. But as we discussed at the end of the previous part, if we go into that cave unprepared, like we are now, there might be bad things in there. There could be monsters or bears or baddies or whatever. So I feel like maybe if we look around the shipwreck, we could find some things to help us out. Maybe some weapons or some equipment or something like that that might help us survive a bit better in a cave. So let's head over here to the shipwreck, please. So, we got in a little boat. Okay, that was the boat that we fixed up and just sort of rowed over here. Oh, that's quite fun. Right, over we go to the shipwreck. The ship hasn't sunk yet, but it's only a matter of time. You have to get everything you can off the ship at once, but how do you get on the deck? Okay, right. So yes, at the minute we're in our boat, so we have to get up onto the deck and, it's all broken and smashed. I hook a paddle and climb over it and get in the crack. To hell with it, I'd rather swim to the cave. No, not that one. We're not going to go into a cave unprepared. Maybe... could we go in via a crack in the hull and then make our way up that way? Let's try that option, shall we? You got stuck and didn't manage to get back into the dinghy until 10 minutes later. Okay, brilliant. Okay, looks like it's not going to be easy to get onto the ship. Swing and jump, climb up the side. I think let's try and swing and jump. It's like a sort of an exciting swashbuckling kind of an adventure. Let's give that a go, shall we? No, okay, we've injured ourselves. Despite all the laws of logic, physics and biology, you made it to the top deck. And then those laws caught up with you and you landed on the edge of the board in a very painful way. Oh no. Okay, no, so we are up there. We got there, we defied the laws of logic, physics and biology. Go us, aren't we impressive? But yes, we landed on a painful thing up on the deck, but we're now up on the deck. Broken deck boards, remnants of the mast, a pile of sailcloth and gear. Not so long ago, it had been in order, but now... okay. So we can inspect the damage, or we can look for useful items immediately. I think maybe inspect the damage first. Let's have a little look around, because we might spot something as we're inspecting stuff. So have a look around. You've memorised the most dangerous places on the broken deck, and you've also found a hole covered with sailcloth. A real trap you won't fall into now. Okay, so if we'd have chosen the other option and started dashing around grabbing stuff, we might have lost another heart or two. Okie doke, wonderful. You've only just started exploring the ship, but you've already expended so much energy that you can barely stand on your feet now. Oh, botherations. Okay, look for food. Again, looking with our nose there, which is a slightly curious thing, but okay. Or take a nap on the deck. I mean, there should be some food around. There should be some food. The food should be like in containers, in boxes or whatever. So I would imagine there should be some food. It might possibly be a bit soggy, but we'll have a look for food. I feel, there we go. Got another heart. The first thing you did was go to the pantry and stuff your pockets and mouth with breadcrumbs. Not actual bread, just the crumbs. We don't want the actual piece of bread, just give me the crumbs, please. Okie doke. As you carry away any surviving supplies of food from the galley, you hear a squeak. The rabbits kept by the cook survive the storm. Survive, but not for long. And the picture's a fork with a piece of meat on the end, which I'm going to assume is rabbit meat, or take them with. And we've already eaten. We just had some breadcrumbs, so, Joe, no, let's take them with us, because that might be quite nice. That's company. That's company on our little island there, because we haven't got anybody else to talk to. We've got nothing else to sort of chat to, so we'll get some rabbits, because, yeah, the parrot's cleared off. Orlando the parrot was with us, and they flew away from us, so they've abandoned us. So let's take the rabbits with us. And yeah, we can chat to them, I think. There we go. So yeah, I was thinking, yeah, we are sort of a castaway, if you like. So we haven't got our sort of... was it Wilson in Castaway? The ball that Tom Hanks's character made? So I think, yeah, this can be our sort of equivalent to Wilson. We'll start chatting to the rabbits. I also think, by the way, because we are a castaway, and there is a film Castaway with Tom Hanks in it, our character is an attractive, kind of handsome, hunky man. Our character, I think, should be called Tom Hunks. That's what we're going to call our character, by the way. I was thinking about this. So there we go. We are playing as Tom Hunks. And yes, we're going to take the rabbits with us and we'll have a chat with them. Oh, It was harder than you thought. The rabbits didn't realise you were working for their benefit and bit you hard. Okay, never mind. We're still on 3 hearts. It's okay. And we've got some pet rabbits now. Marvellous. After taking all the supplies from the deck, you reach the stairs to the hold. It's broken and there's water splashing below. Right, so go down into the hold, continue to explore the deck. I mean, is that implying we haven't been up to the top bit where the sort of ship's wheel thing is? Let's continue to explore the deck, please. It's hard to find anything here, but at least it's safer. So what are we going to find? Huge angry rats are trying to get into one of the bags. Leave them a bag and get away. Yell at the rats. Kill them with a shovel. Okay, we're not going to leave them a bag. Is yelling at a rat going to work? But then I don't feel like we should go around killing rats with a shovel. Because, I mean, have we got a shovel? That's a good question, isn't it? Is there a shovel around? I don't know. Okay, let's yell at them. I think... is that going to help? Is yelling at the rats going to help? Can we not just sort of charge at them and scare them off a bit by stamping or whatever? Let's yell at the rat. No, that didn't work. The rats weren't scared and came out. Okay, I thought that might happen, but it seemed like the nicest option. Okay, leave them a bag and get away. Is that going to cost us a heart? So we'll take some bags and we'll leave one for the rats. Oh, there we go. Title received, Mousephobe. So you have one less bag of provisions. Oh, okay. Brilliant. I wonder if provisions are going to be a sort of an item, like a thing we have to manage. Because, yeah, we're on a desert island. We can't just sort of go down the shop and buy some food. We've got to sort of manage the food we have. So I wonder if we're going to have like a thing on screen representing provisions or something. I do not know. The monotonous dragging makes your brain numb and you stop noticing exactly what you're taking with you. Continue the mindless search. I want to know what I'm collecting. Okay, I think we'd write it down. I think we want to be organised. I get the impression that we would like to do that. Because, you know, we're not a sort of a sailory person. Because we got kidnapped by the pirates and chucked onto this boat. I think maybe, whatever we were before, whatever our role was, I imagine we were quite organised in it. So, yeah, I want to know what I'm collecting, please. Let's catalogue it all. It might take a while. Oh, right. Okay, there's quite a lot. Okay, buckle up. This is what we're taking with us. How big is our little boat? Good grief. Okay, we are taking with us a bottle of rum, 3 small barrels of gunpowder, a sack and a half of breadcrumbs, ropes, an old hunting rifle, 3 iron crowbars, 2 sacks of rifle bullets, 7 books, a broken pistol, a large bag of old underpants. Really? Why are we taking a large bag of old underpants? Can't we take a large bag of shiny new underpants? I hope they've been washed. A bundle of sheet lead. A box of nails. 2 stacks of sailcloth. 3 dozen dry boards. A pound of kvass? I don't know what that is, but okay. A bottle of... Hang on, what? A bottle of meat? A bottle of meat. 18 shirts of the best Dutch cloth. Now you're talking. Now you're talking. We can put on some fancy shirts. 6 pairs of pantaloons of the same cloth. Oh, we will look amazing. I mean, okay, we won't possibly die of starvation on our desert island once we've drank the bottle of meat. I don't know. But if we do die, yeah, when somebody finds us, they're going to go, wow, this person died on this island, but they were dressed amazingly. Good job, them. A belt of sheep's wool, 3 pictures of naked maidens, and a bottle of rum. Okay, I feel like maybe 2 bottles of rum might have been better cataloguing there, because we started with the bottle of rum and we ended with the bottle of rum. But okay, fine. So many things. Many things, including old underpants and some fancy clothing and a bottle of meat and some slightly saucy pictures of maidens. Okay, you seem to have taken everything. Everything. You're going to have to rip boards and saw beams off the ship, but you're already running out of energy. Go over everything again, enjoy a well-deserved vacation. A vacation? Maybe a sit down. Go over everything again, just to make sure we haven't missed anything really obvious. Lean. You find 1 galette, I don't know what that is, 2 nails, a tarot deck, and a barrel of rum, though the rum in it is left at the bottom of the barrel. Okay, well, scoop it up into something else then we'll just take the rum. Why is the rum gone? It's always the rum. Okay, now we've got lean. Okay. So we've picked the ship clear, I think. From the wreckage of the port side of the ship, you can hear faint moans you haven't noticed before. That's the ship creaking. I'd better check it out. Okay, I kind of feel like I should go and have a look, because if there is somebody there, we might want to save them, because they could help us out. Among the broken planks lies a sailor, pressed down by the mainsail mast. Oh, there's somebody here. Hello there. Water. Red. Water. Red? What? Red? Give him some water, inspect the wounds and try to help. Walk away. Are they calling us red because of our hair, possibly? I don't know. Yeah, give him some water. If he wants water, give him some water. The sailor had the strength to take a couple of sips, then he pointed you to the hiding place. There must be something in there that will help him get out from under the rubble. Okay. Go and check that out. The stash is well hidden behind the boards. Without knowing where it is, you wouldn't have found it. Examine the stash. Okay, have a little look around. We've got healer's tools. Okie doke, that looks very handy. There's a bundle of tools in the stash, but they don't fix ships, they fix people. There's also some kind of letter. So, yeah, various kind of... There's some scissors for grabbing stuff, and that's a scalpel for chopping. That, I don't know what that is. That looks potentially quite violent. What's this middle thing? That just looks like a stabby thing. That, I don't know what that is either. That's a curvy stabby thing. And I don't know what that is either. Like a nail clipper or something. I don't know. Right, let's read the letter. Oh, okay. Go back to the sailor. The sailor didn't wait for you and gave his breath. Anna, who wrote him his letter, won't wait for him now. Oh dear. Okay, so are they dead? I think the sailor died. They died just as we found them. All that time they had and we found them. They directed us to that stash of goodies and then they died. Oh, well, that's all very sad. Sorry. Apologies. At the last moment, you notice the captain's closet full of useful stuff, but you've packed so much that it won't all fit in the boat. I mean, could we do away with the bag of underpants? Maybe do away with the bag of undergarmentage, and then we could pick up some more stuff. So we can either grab a fine wine or pick up the books. I think the books might be more useful. The books might have information in, they can entertain us, and you know what, if it comes to it, we can always burn them to keep warm. Whereas the wine, I'm sure it's lovely. I'm sure it's a very lovely wine, but once that's gone, it's gone. We can keep rereading these books for ages, and they might, provide help or whatever. Maybe one of the books might be How to Survive on a Desert Island or something. So we'll grab the books, I think. Oh, okay. A book about farming. Now, sitting alone on the island, you'll definitely not be bored. Okay, that's probably quite a good thing, so we can do some farming to maybe grow our own food so we don't die of starvation. Okie doke. Looks like it's starting to rain. Does it? Looks like quite a nice day, and there's not much useful stuff left on the ship, although that 20-pounder ship cannon looks tempting. Get the cannon into the dinghy. No. No, our dinghy, you told us, was full. The game just told us that the dinghy was full, and we could either cram into the dinghy a few books or a bottle of wine. There's no way we're going to get a cannon into it. We're going to put the cannon in, and it's going to sink, and we're going to lose all of the things we've just acquired. So, no, that's enough. It's time to go. What are we going to do with this anyway? When we're on a desert island, what are we going to do with this? Just has it as a sort of a handy ornament or something? I don't know. We could hang our clothes off the end of it. I don't know. No, we're not going to try and put that onto our dinghy, because that way madness lies. That's enough. It's time to go. Let's get out of here. Dreams of heavy weapons on your base will only remain dreams. Well, yeah, because I think if we'd tried to put that on our boat, it would have sunk. So, yeah, I think that's the right option. The next storm will smash the ship into splinters, and storms are frequent this time of year. Okay, so row to the shore. You didn't take everything, but you still have the most important thing. Is that the bag of underpants game? Is that the bag of underpants? Okay, so the beach has now opened up. Oh, hang on. The cave is closed. Why is the cave closed? Oh, okay. I thought maybe we could go into the cave. Oh, hang on. Is something happening here? So we're going to go back to the beach. And yeah, we're not going back onto this bit over here. So is something kind of happening as we're heading toward the beach? When the dinghy is close to the shore, the wind begins to carry it away from the shore. Oh, desperately row to the shore. Go with the flow. Go with the flow shows lots of rocks. Lots of rocks that if a boat were to crash into them, they would destroy a little ship. So how about we desperately row to the shore, botherations. Your perseverance deserves respect, but you've only recently been carrying heavy sacks and crates, where you've only got bloody calluses on your hands. Ah, okay, right. So we lost a point of health there, and we've hurt ourselves. Oh, Okay, zhuzhy exciting things are happening. There's a rocky cape ahead, and the dinghy is being carried straight towards it. Turn the dinghy to shore immediately, take a risk, and swim to the cape. Swim? Swim or row, possibly. Turn the dinghy to shore immediately. Let's try and do that. Okay, we've not died yet. I mean, we're nearly there. One slight slip up and it's going to be our first comical death, but we're okay at the minute. You managed to direct the dinghy onto the overgrown shore before it crashed into the rocks. Yeah, I think if we'd have gone to the cape, it would have crashed and we would have died. So, okay, right. We're in a different part of the island now. Let's see if anything around here wants to try to kill us. You managed to sail to shore and unload your supplies onto land before the dinghy sprung a leak. Oh. Okay, that's a little bit unfortunate. So our dinghy is now kind of out of action, is it? Although I kind of feel like we should have plenty of materials to repair a small leak in a wooden dinghy. We've got loads of sort of crates and things we bought back. We must have lots of things. Okay, inspect the find, make a fire and rest. Okay, inspect the find first, because that won't take that long, I don't think. So let's have a little look around. Oh, hang on. There's a thing. A lot of things had fallen to disrepair after the storm, but the most useful things were preserved. An excellent duffel bag, 2 bundles of supplies, carpentry tools, and many, many bottles of rum. I thought we just bought back 2 bottles of rum. Okay, so we've got supplies. Okay, so we do have a new kind of thing over here. So we've got 3 lots of, just generic supplies by the look of it. It's like a bag of stuff. It's got a sword in it and an axe and some other stuff. Okay, so we've got a new kind of thing now. So take the essentials, make a fire and rest. Okay, take the essentials. Let's do that. We've received equipment. An old arquebus, which is that sort of big shooty kind of gunpowder gun thing, a small barrel of gunpowder and a rusty saber. With this, you will go to conquer the desert island. Okay. I'd rather just go home, to be honest, but okay. The dinghy is no longer of any use to you. It is now completely collapsed. All that's left is to explore the forest ahead. What happened to all the other things that we put on the boat? There was a massive list of things that we put on the boat. Did we not bring loads of clothing? There was loads of clothes. We had fancy Dutch shirts or whatever. I'm assuming we've got them as well, but they just weren't mentioned. They're all part of this kind of big pile of equipment here. Okay, so do we go into the woods or do we cover the supplies? I mean, that makes sense. Let's cover the supplies up. The large branches of the palm tree will protect the supplies from a scorching sun and rain for a while. Because, you want to cover the things up or else they're going to get all wet and soggy and then go horrible. So, okay. We've covered them up. Now we shall head into the woods. 2 steps later, you turn around and realise you can't see the shore anymore. Don't tell me we've lost all the things that we've just found. Trees on the right, trees on the left. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. There are also trees above. Below, for a change, very swampy soil. Okay, go back. Bravely go forward. Okay. I mean, if we go back, we can get back to the shore, and that's going to be quite nice, and that's where all our things are. If we bravely go forward, I am a bit concerned that we're going to forget where we've put our things, and we're going to lose everything. Do you know what? Let's go back for now. You realise very quickly you don't understand where you came from, where you are now, or if there is any life at all outside of those trees. Oh, dearie me. Okay, bravely go forward then. Why was that other thing an option? Okay, let's bravely go forward. Perhaps sort of blindly go forward. Half an hour later, you have successfully crept 10 or 20 yards ahead. You're desperately jealous of the parrot, who managed it in half a minute. Hang on. Is the parrot back? Is our parrot back? Or do we just see them sort of... Oh, no, there. Oh, there's a parrot. Is that our parrot? Sailor fool, food nearby. If you're so smart, show the way, or throw something at the parrot. No, if you're so smart, show the way. Hi, Orlando. I'm glad you've decided to come back and then taunt us again. Okay, show the way, please. Orlando is not a fool, the parrot cried and flew away. A ship cat would make a better ally. Orlando, we saved you. We saved you. Where are the rabbits? Where are the rabbits that we saved? I want to know where they are. You lose sight of the parrot pretty quickly, but you notice that the trees are getting smaller and the sunset is glistening in the distance. Okay, so rush forward, carefully make your way to the light. Okay, be careful with things around here because there could be traps or holes to fall into or whatever else, a snake or something. So carefully. Okay, right. we've died. Death number 1. Hooray! As you slowly crawled forward, the evening midges woke up and decided to snack on you. Your caution paid off handsomely. So handsomely that we were midged to death. Okay, so our first death is being eaten by midges to the point where we got eaten so much that we died. Okay, you become an example for future shipwreck survivors, an example of how not to survive. But yes, we put on the fancy Dutch shirts and pantaloons, so people are going to find us and go, do you know what? That guy might have died, but my goodness me, he looked completely fabulous. Right, okay, where do we go back to? Okay, the beach. So we've done that one. Oh, there's now a little kind of a thing that tells us what happened. So we did that one last time. Oh, this is different. I don't recall this being in the other game. So we did that one last time, and that tells us a result. So we did that, and we lost a heart. Okay, do you know what? Let's go with the flow. Let's see what happens. While you were sunbathing and enjoying rum from the supplies, the current dragged the boat past the reef. Lucky. Or was it? I don't know, maybe it was. There's a rocky cape head, and the dinghy is being carried straight toward it. Okay, so we got to the shore last time, so let's get to the shore. Okay, so we did that before. We'll inspect the find, because we found the 3 bags of stuff. Take the essentials. We got the equipment, which is now some of our sort of kit over here. So we actually got this kind of big pile of equipment. No rabbits, I notice. Bit sad, no rabbits. Cover the supplies. Yeah, so cover them up, that makes sense. Go into the woods. Okay, no point going back, because that didn't do anything. So bravely go forward. And now, let's throw something at the parrot. Maybe pick up like a rock or, I don't know, whatever's nearby, something nearby, and chuck it at the parrot. There's something over in that bush. Are they eyes? Are they glowing eyes? Okay, I don't like that much. That's a bit creepy. I prefer that sort of adorable toucan sort of bird up there. They look kind of cute and fun. The glowing eyes over here look a bit scary. So we did that and the parrot just flew away. Let's throw something at the parrot. In your search for something, you slipped, fell, and are now sliding down the slope. It's twice as fast as walking and 10 times as painful. Okay. Right. That didn't help. Oh, hang on. This is all different. We're now sort of tumbling down a slope. You glide down the slope while saying hello to all the bumps and snags. Hello, hello. Let's do a somersault. We did a somersault okay on the boat. We somersaulted onto the boat, didn't we? We hurt ourselves when we landed, but we got up there. So let's do a somersault, shall we? I was expecting to die just then as well. Your journey down the slope became much more fun. Oh, okay. You even accidentally pinched the tail of a parrot that landed in your path. Justice was served. And then you flew out of the forest. Okay, right. That must have been quite a big slope. If we're able to sort of tumble down it and sort of fly out of the forest, it must have been like a sort of a gigantic, big, almost Sonic the Hedgehog level slope where we sort of rolled down it and spun off the bottom. But okay, the forest suddenly ended and a small valley opened up ahead, just studded with fruit trees and berry bushes. Greedily pounce on the food, or I'll try it carefully in case it's poisonous. Okay, we've got 1 heart left. We're going to try it carefully. You didn't find anything poisonous, so you can eat. Okay. Do we get a point of health back? This valley is a paradise. Plants with fruit, a river with fish, safe cliffs, and no wild animals are to be found here. This sounds amazing. It's an excuse to continue the feast. It's a reason to research it properly. Yeah, what is going to kill us here? Because the game isn't just going to go, there you go, you found a paradise, brilliant, game over, well done. You built a house and you lived here forever and it was gorgeous. What is here? Like, is it swampy? At night time, is it going to be full of like terrifying midge beasts that killed us last time? I think we research it properly. You quickly found your way to the sea, bypassing the forest. It was not difficult to drag your belongings. True, you didn't find a place of refuge, but that's a paradise anyway. Oh, okay, so we've brought our things with us. Right, okay, so we're here, and now we can sort of set up shop, if you like. We can sort of build a house or whatever, or what passes a house, a hut or something, build ourselves a home, and then set up in this paradise area. Okay, I mean, that's probably not so bad. This place is unbelievable. There's enough food here to last for years if you eat it in moderation. But what is moderation when everything smells so delicious? I'll live here live forever. Once again, we're trying to come up with an excuse to take our shirt off and just sort of do a bit of posing. Or I'm still curious about that cape. No, I'm not curious about that cape. We found a nice kind of paradisey bit of the island where nothing wants to eat us and there's loads of food that we can eat. So, do you know what? I'll live here, live forever. Food, trees over your head, warm weather, a large supply of wine. Is there a large supply of wine? Is there a vineyard around? I imagine we have to make our own wine. This is the reward for all of your hard work. Okay, so we've opened up the way to the Valley of Delight. Right, and it was just over here. Okie doke, there's a crocodile in there, or an alligator or something. There's a big bitey thing in there that possibly might come and eat us. Okay, so I don't think we have any other choice. We have to go over here to the Valley of Delight, which is probably no bad thing. So let's head over here. Great food, great drinks, a cosy bed of herbs. By the 5th day, you're dead tired of it all. Keep yourself busy with work, find a new pastime, or explore the island. I mean, exploring the island would make sense. But maybe, what do we do with work? What do we do with work? What are we going to do? Have we got, where's our equipment? Just there. So, I mean, potentially, would we start learning about farming or something? I don't know. Let's keep ourselves busy with work. What work? There are so many trees here that you can't swing an axe. Let those who haven't found this heavenly place work for it. Oh, okay. Find a new pastime. We will explore the island eventually, but let's just enjoy our time in paradise whilst we're there. So, okay, we shall find a new pastime. Give the monkeys a shower, ride the waves. You've done all those things before. Or maybe. Okay. We've given monkeys a shower. Okay, that's a surprise. How about then we explore the island? I think you know what you're going to do today. We could, make a flare. We could do that because we've got gunpowder. We found a big kind of keg of it, didn't we? So we could make a flare. Look for unusual birds or, hey, where's Orlando? Orlando the traitor. Let's look for Orlando, shall we? Hey, where's Orlando? Our rabbit buddies appear to have abandoned us. So, yeah, okay, Orlando, where are you? Damn it, the parrot didn't just disappear. He took your hat with him. He must have gone off to find adventure too. He's nicked our hat. Do we even have a hat? In all the pictures, we don't have a hat. What hat are we wearing? I'm now intrigued. I want to know what hat we have on. We did have on, but we haven't got it now because the parrot's nicked our hat. Oh, I mean, this is good news and bad news. It's good news that we did have a hat and we might possibly get it back, but it's bad news that we now don't have a hat right now because the parrot stole it. Okay, right, well there we go. That was a very sort of exciting sort of hatty update. That was a roller coaster of hat emotions right there. Let's look for unusual birds. Oh, we've got a point of health back. You came up with 6 different bird cries and lo and behold, someone responded. A colourful one, non-flying. Edible. Why have we only just got a point of health back now for eating an edible bird when we're in a place where it said, oh, there's loads of fruit and everything else around that you can eat? We were drinking wine for days. Why isn't our health topped up? We've been in paradise for whatever it was, 5 days or something. I would have thought maybe we possibly would have topped our health up a bit. But there we go. Before you knew it, it started to pour down. Make an umbrella. Recite a rain incantation, a storm every 3 days. I mean, making an umbrella would make sense. Let's use our tools and make a little umbrella. You make a great umbrella, a real anti-rainator. Rainacore? Okay. I don't understand that. That might mean something to somebody, but it doesn't mean much to me. However, it did deplete one of our bags of things. Okay, so we're down to 2 bags of supplies, or whatever it is. Okie dokie. Oh, it really is raining. It really is raining. Good grief. The cold wind with the rain has increased 100-fold. It's starting to storm as the sky turns bold. Throw your clothes off and dance. Again, any excuse that we seem to have to take our clothes off, we seem to want to take. We love taking our clothes off and just showing off our ripped abs and just sort of going, hey everyone, look at me, even though there's nobody here. Or hide under a rock. Okay. I mean, the cold wind with the rain and a storm, if we've got our clothes off and we're dancing, we're going to get cold. we're going to get, it's going to be horrible, isn't it? We're going to get wet, we're going to get cold, and possibly if there's a storm, we're probably going to get hit by lightning. So I think we hide under a rock. Under the rock, it is dry, safe, cold, and very scary. Okay, a huge tree falls off a cliff. Cuddle up against the rock, run away. Let's cuddle up against the rock, shall we? The cracking and rumbling almost makes you deaf, but unharmed. Okay. Right, we've made it through. We've survived the storm. By morning, the storm subsides, but a fallen tree prevents you from climbing out from under the cliff. Set the trunk on fire, chop and push the barrel out. Barrel? What barrel? Are we in a barrel? Did we hide in a barrel under a rock? Okay, I don't know what's going on there. Maybe. I feel like setting something on fire in this area might be quite bad because we could burn it all down. Let's chop and push the barrel out. It's too tight. You swing the axe, smack yourself in the forehead, and everything flies before your eyes. Inexplicably, though, we didn't lose a point of health for that. All over Europe. What? Oh, darkness. Hello, darkness, my old friend. All over Europe. How? We agreed that the Imperial Plague should wait another 300, if not 500 years. Okay. Hi there. Is this something that we're just seeing in our mind because we whacked ourselves in the head with an axe, or has darkness actually turned up and they're chatting to us? What? What's going on? Or shut up and listen. Shut up and listen. Do not attract the attention of a thing called darkness. Strange sailor. Relax. There's a remedy growing on this island. If they find it quickly, almost no one will die. Okay, keep listening. Are you crazy? If this plant is found in 100 years, 4 horsemen will become 3. You can't speed up medicine like this. Is the island uninhabited? Drown it quickly. Okay. Uninhabited now. Cholera. Now there's this guy with weird cards. We'll have to wait for him to finish. Who? Me? Finish? Help! What are you doing? Stop it right now. I kind of feel, sometimes if you're reading a book and you somehow turn, accidentally, you turn sort of 4 or 5 pages at once and you're there going, what? What's happening here? Why are they in different places? What's going on? I feel a bit like that right now. I'm not really sure what's happening. What is going on? I think at one point they were talking about the plant thing that we found that healed us up right as we arrived on the island. We found that plant thing growing and we ate it, and then we felt incredibly healthy afterwards. So I think they were referring to that and maybe using that to heal the plague or whatever they were referring to. And then also they mentioned 4 horsemen becoming 3. And there are, in lore and legend and such, supposedly 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, I think. And one of them is plague or pestilence or something. There's like a germy one, isn't there? So maybe we have to sort of find that plant thing and cultivate it and then make it readily available and then send it back to Europe, I think they said, didn't they? And then it can heal everybody and people will not have to die of the plague or whatever it was. And then, yes, that will get rid of one of the horsemen. So we're effectively trying to save millions of people. Is that what's happening? I thought we were just going to have a kind of a piratey, swashbuckling island adventure, but no, maybe we're dealing with sort of slightly more mystical, magical forces. I'm not entirely sure. Okay. Who, me, finish, help? What are you doing? Stop it right now. I'm going to shout help. I'm going to shout at that one, because I don't know who the guy with weird cards is. I'm not really sure what's happening in this situation. You are not heard, and soon the voices fall silent. Okay, so were they real voices of people nearby? Or was that just in our head? You wake up exactly where you were, but you feel a little better. Okay, let's think about everything you've heard, because that might clarify something. An imprudent thinker. Okay, so a new title. You think so deeply that you forget everything and almost starve to death. You're just in time to be pecked by a returning parrot. Okay, hang on, so we nearly starved to death, but we didn't lose a point of health. And we thought about stuff so much that we nearly died of starvation. How long were we thinking? Good grief. Okay, right, the parrots come back. Right, push the trunk again. 2 hours later, you're free to go. Okie doke. So is the parrot back now? is the parrot bag. Things are different after the storm. The storm felled a lot of trees, and behind the thinning forest you can see a picturesque mountain. Okay, draw a landscape, just enjoy the view. Or let's do some art. Let's do some arts and crafts. Here we go, we'll do some drawing. We'll just, do it how we like it. And, everyone's just going to enjoy it. Happy little trees and everything. Title received, Narcissus. It turned out pretty good. Really. You changed the colours, removed the extra mountain in the background, drew yourself in a fancy carriage. Okay. I mean, we do look wonderful. We do. We are very dashing. Okay. Right, so we've drawn a picture of ourselves. Okie doke, wonderful. You admire the mountain for a long time until you notice a thin trickle of smoke near the top. It could be people, or it could be a volcano. It could be a volcano, possibly. Okay, so we can either find another excuse to take our top off again. I'd rather find entertainment in the valley. I'll live here and beautify the valley. Hurry up and find the humans. I mean, part of me thinks, why would they be living at the top of a mountain? And how are we going to get up there? We've got no method of climbing a mountain. So, how about I'll live here and beautify the valley? That sounds nice. You'll become a great designer, but it's not for sure. It's time to immortalise yourself in the valley's history. Feast marks under every tree don't count. Oh. Okay, so how do we want to actually do this? Trim the bushes. Okay, so we can make an image of ourselves out of sort of foliage. So do some sort of exciting, slightly self-idolizing topiary work. We could make a throne in the middle of the valley. I see the parrot's back. Hello there, give us our hat. So we could sort of, sit on a bit of a tree throne. Or cut out a maze. Oh, a maze might be quite fun. I think a throne is possibly a little bit... That's a little bit too showy off, isn't it? Although we do appear to be quite a show-off. Trim some bushes or cut out a maze. Let's do some bushes. Let's do that, shall we? Now you have the perfect scarecrow. Just don't go out with it in the middle of the night. Oh, we did just one bush. Oh, I thought maybe we could have done more than that, but okie doke. Now your valley looks civilised. Time to enjoy the fruits of your labours. I dress decently, in decent places. This is my paradise, and I am Adam in it. Okay, so once again, another excuse to just get our kit off and wander about in the nud. I don't think we need a decency mug there. I think we've got a decency frond, or whatever that thing is, a decency palm. So I think we're okay. But yeah, again, just, any reason to get our kit off and wander about going, look at my abs, or I dress decently in decent places. We're picking this. We're absolutely picking that, because if we can dress like this... That's perfect. That's how I imagined we were going to be dressing. And if we've got that hat, if we have that hat, that is just magnificent. So, I dress decently in decent place. Oh, you overheated in these clothes. Heat stroke was pretty bad too. Okay, so we used one of our kind of piles of equipment or whatever to make some nice clothes, or we put the clothes on, but it was too hot. And we lost a point of health, okay. Botherations. Another 2 weeks go by, you're bored again. Seek adventure elsewhere. Invent something incredible. Let's invent something incredible. What could possibly go right? You spend half a day thinking about a self-propelled carriage, but it won't go through the wilds of the valley. Then what's the point? Oh, okay. Seek adventure elsewhere. Really? Where are we going to go that's better than paradise itself, apparently? All that's left is to choose where, but what choice are we talking about when... She's on the horizon. Who? Who's on the horizon? Oh, okay. The mountain. Oh, okay. I get the impression the game would like us to go to the mountain. The game has tried to make us go there multiple times, and instead we've ignored it. We've done some topiary. We painted things. And now the game's gone, you need to go to the mountain, all right? That's where the next bit of the game is. Get to the mountain, you fool. The mountain on the horizon beckons to you. There could be adventures, beautiful vistas, and living people. Yeah, there could also be gigantic big drops to fall off, and sharp edges, and doom and death, and yetis. Okay, let's conquer the mountain then. I can't believe that we are leaving. There were two things there. The supply, or the mountain. Oh, that's the mountain. Oh, I thought the mountain would be a bit more inland. I thought it'd be a bit more over here, but okay. Let's go back over here quick. The supply. Because why is that lit up? Can we go and just pick up some stuff? A familiar rock appeared ahead, and you've seen this palm tree before. It's been days, but the memories of the shipwreck are still fresh in your mind. Okay, remember the stash. Did we put a stash over here? Maybe, was it a stash? No, because the boat we had, the little sort of rowing boat thing, the dinghy, that ended up elsewhere. Remember the stash? Right, that's why I'm here. After a few hours of searching, you notice several crates and barrels, which you were able to take away by boat. The cache had already been covered with sand. Okay, check out the goods. Aha! Right, we've topped up our kind of equipment. The leaves of a palm tree protect the cache from rain and wind, several bags of nails, a large number of tools, and 3 bundles of sailcloth remained intact. Okay, but we didn't come here. This is not where we covered up the stash. Okay, well, it's fine. Okay, we've got some stuff, yay. All the useful resources have been gathered. It remains to decide what to do next. It's night, and there is a dry cave among the rocks, which can be used as a shelter. Okay, right, sleep in a cave. As you fall asleep on the rough stones, you think about how nice it would be to organise the place. You've even thought about which wall to hang a painting on. Again, that does seem very us. Probably a painting of ourselves, I imagine. All night long you toss and turn, are finally awakened by a hellish backache. It's absolutely uncomfortable to sleep here. Okay, make a bed or count sheeps. Or just sheep, maybe. Let's make a bed. Oh, we got a heart from that. We did actually go make a proper bed. The leftover planks, branches and palm leaves made a nice bed. You didn't even have to waste resources. Okay. We've made a bed. Right, wonderful. I mean, yeah, that's a bit of a one-use thing, but okay, hopefully we got some decent kip after that. Checking your duffel bag, you find it open and smeared with something smelly. Suddenly, you are filled with fear of predators that may be lurking in the woods. Build a defence. I mean, we're not hanging round. I thought we were just picking up some stuff and going to climb up a mountain, but okay, we're going to build a defence apparently. With your new tools and phobias, you managed to erect a palisade in just a few days. Okay, so we've abandoned the idea of going to the mountain, and now we're building a palisade. Okay, your cave is now surrounded by 5-foot-high palisade. You feel safe from the wildlife in your new fortress. What to do next? Expand the cave. Explore the neighbourhood. Okay, so the mountain is now no longer a thing. Don't care about the mountain anymore. We've got a cave. Let's expand the cave. Oh, you've developed a cave. It is now comfortable to move around in and has a place to store and dry materials. Oh, we've got a little house. We've got a house cave. Okay, that's wonderful. Many days have passed in your new shelter. You worked and enjoyed the sea weather until one morning you awoke to strange sounds. In the centre of your fort, a large monkey is yelling. Shoot it or banish it. Okay. I feel like shooting it is a tad extreme because, you know, whilst we built a shelter for ourselves, the monkey isn't aware of this. It hasn't sort of, read the land rights documents to realise that this is our little kind of shelter fortress thing. So we'll just banish it. Can we just shoo it away, possibly? The monkey doesn't react, doesn't leave, and isn't going to listen to you. I'm not shooting a monkey. The monkey comes at you, screams wildly, and runs around you. Then it comes closer and starts stroking your leg. Okay. Can we please pet the monkey? Is it going to bite our head off? Oh no, the monkey strokes your hand and won't leave your side. Have we got a pet monkey? Have we got a pet monkey? I think we might have a friend. We've got a monkey friend. Where's the parrot? This is what it's like, parrot. The next morning, the monkey brings you pineapple and other exotic fruits. There you go. There you go, parrot. This is what a pet should be like. This is what a pet should be like. They're just helping us out. They bring us nice goodies. Rather than you laughing at us, parrot face, and nicking our hat and flying away. Let's accept the gifts. Back up to 3 hearts. The juice of a ripe pineapple spread in your mouth. Divine. The monkey smiles as it watches you. I'm now suspicious that the monkey is somehow fattening us up for the great monkey feast or something. A monkey strokes you and gives you a kiss. Okay, go away or don't fight back. It's not giving us a kiss like a kiss. It's just like going, mwah, like a peck on the hand or something, right? Is that what it's doing? I don't think we should fight. Right, this might get weird. I feel like this is going to get very weird very soon. Okay. So it's giving us a kiss, but like a peck on the hand, I imagine. It's just kind of doing a sort of like a mwah kind of thing on our hand. We're not going to fight back. We're not going to do that. It seems loneliness has played you for too long. What? Okay, nothing happened just then. Nothing happened then, because that's weird. That's very weird. So it was fine. Yeah, the monkey went away, went bye. Well, I didn't say bye. It went ooh, and went away. And it was all fine. And we just went, monkey friend. That's what happened. The next morning, the monkey brings several bundles of dry twigs into the camp. She looks at you with a satisfied look, and is obviously waiting for praise. Okay, I mean, if the monkey's tied it up with these bows, that's very impressive. Thanks, I'll take it. Or do we scream, take your branches at the monkey? I mean, I'll take it. It's a useful sort of building material. Dead dry wood can be useful. It's enough to keep the fire going for a long time. The monkey now says, ooh. Okay, what? Go after the monkey or get off. I kind of feel like this saying what is a bit pointless, because a monkey, I imagine, if it's just going to go ooh at us again, because it's a monkey. It's not suddenly going to go, oh, sorry, you didn't understand. I found something down by the rocks. Maybe we should both go and have a peruse of this item. It's just going to go ooh again, isn't it? So how about we go after the monkey? The monkey only calms down when he notices you are following her. Okay, all sorts of crazy sort of stuff going on here. But the monkey, after the monkey is, I think the monkey is a her? Is that a she monkey? I don't know. After half an hour of walking through the jungle, the monkey stops. A beautiful lake with a waterfall opened up in front of you, and the water in it is crystal clear. You can't resist going for a swim in this paradisiacal place. Is that even a word? Paradisiacal place. Okay, we are having a swim. Oh, and there's a very dramatic kind of card there with us diving in front of the moon. Bit of a midnight swim. You splash around for an hour at your leisure. The water has a healing effect on you. Oh my goodness me. Okay, so we've got like a paradise valley full of amazing things. And then we've got some sort of magical healing lake type thing. This is a very good place. Okay, what or look at the monkey? I mean, again, saying what, the monkey's just going to say that again. So let's look at the monkey. The monkey's movements are feminine. Is she trying to seduce you? This is getting all a bit weird. The monkey's had a bath too. She looked... I'm not liking this. The monkey has had a bath too. She looks clean and well groomed. You notice a spark in her gaze. She's calling you into the cave. No. Yesterday, the day before, it was just nice. We had a little hug and it was lovely. So we can say, oh no, and we can just leg it away. Or we can go to the monkey's cave. Surely this game is not going to allow us to do some stalk letter writing with the monkey. Sure, we can't be going there. We can't be going into that very, very dodgy territory. Maybe there's just something exciting into this cave. Maybe there's like a really exciting thing in there, like a big pile of money or goodies or resources or, I don't know, something magical. I don't know. Let's go into that friend of the primates. A monkey strokes you all night, you feel a little uncomfortable, and then you fall asleep. Oh, okay. So the monkey was just going, here's a cave, have a lie down, and they made sure that we were okay. And now we are a friend of the primates. Oh, look. Again, any excuse for a picture of those with that top off, and there it is. Right, the monkey... Okay, the monkey threw a leg over you and rested his whole weight on you. Okay, keep lying down. Drop the monkey. Now the monkeys are him again. I'm so confused. I'm going to keep lying down. The primate was undisturbed, but his whole body was stiff and it became unbearably painful to sleep. Imagine if that was how you died. Imagine if that was like our final heart and we were being killed to death by a monkey sleeping on us. There are some very silly ways to die in this game. Okay, now you wake up to a crashing sound. It's as if the ground has opened up beneath your feet. You're terrified. Run away from the cave. Cower in a corner of the cave. Ooh. Now, if there's an earthquake going on, which there possibly is it better to be outside rather than inside a cave? I think maybe running away from the cave might be a good idea. Rocks roll off the cliff and fall inside the fort. The fence collapses and the ground cracks right in front of your eyes. Lie down in the centre of the base. Lord, why do I have to do this? Okay, lie down in the centre of the base. After a few minutes, the earthquake stopped. The entrance to the cave was filled in with the monkey. You tried to run away from this cursed place and struggled to hold back your tears. No, monkey friend. Was that our base? Was that the base that we just built? That's now gone. So we made a monkey friend. There was an earthquake, and then the monkey friend is now stuck in a cave. Right. Okay. What was the point of this? This whole bit down here was just very strange. Okay, let's go and look at this mountain. And maybe we can find our monkey friend. Oh, unexpected event. You're incredibly tired on the road, and you're trying to figure out why. I mean, possibly because we're living on a desert island with no sort of permanent supply of food or anything like that. It itches so much. Okay, you look at your left arm and are amazed at the giant mosquito, the length of 5 inches. Kill it. Kill it to death. Kill it to death. The insect's belly throbbed and continued to grow wider. Your hand is as pale as chalk, and you can barely hold it up with strength. Scream, clap it, squeeze the belly. I think screaming isn't going to do anything. We're just going to sort of shout at an insect and it's not going to care. I think if we squeeze the insect's belly, is that not going to force the blood possibly back out into us? But it might have had blood from all sorts of other things and it's possibly going to poison us. Clap it. That just means like smack it, doesn't it? Let's do that, shall we? You hit an overgrown mosquito with your fist and it literally falls off you onto the ground. Okay, that's good, isn't it? The insect's belly bursts from the impact with the ground, and your feet are showered with a spray of blood. Well, isn't that delightful? Walk away. Oh, you've lost a lot of blood and have been psychologically traumatized by what you have seen. You'll have nightmares about giant mosquitoes for a long time to come. So imagine if that had killed you as well. Just killed to death by a mosquito and the thought of it. Right, we're at the mountain. We're just going to put the weird monkey chapter of our life behind us, just for a while. I do wonder, in that monkey bit, if we'd have stayed in the cave, would we have sort of had to then work with our monkey friend to find a way out of the cave? Would we have still been with them? I do not know. Okay, right, mountainy stuff. The foot of the mountain is covered with dense forest. Getting through it was a challenge. So find a way around the woods or deep into the thicket. I mean, finding a way round might be an idea. That might be quite good. Soon you find a creek, it's easier to climb along it. Okay, the creek is full of fish, so many you can catch with your hands. Okay, that looks like a piranha. That looks like a piranha. Or if it's not a piranha, it at least looks like an angry fish. Like, it's a slaughter fish or whatever. It's got big pointy teeth and it looks furious. So how about we make a fish pond and then we can sort of try to filter out the fish that we would like to catch with our hands, because I feel like if we pick that, we're going to lose a heart because we're going to get bitten by this evil fish. Let's make a fish pond. Oh, fisherman. It took a long time, but what a good catch. Okay, so we pick up the fisherman title and we get our heart back. Wonderful. You're very thirsty. The stream is very close by, but you have a bad feeling. Did we not literally just make a fish pond? Like a pond, full of water, that would imply. Okay, drink water from the creek, a sip from the flask. Do we have a flask? I kind of feel like drinking water from the creek should be okay. When you're thirsty, you feel better. It seems your premonition was wrong. Oh, okay, the bad feeling about the stream. Okay, no, it was fine. You keep walking. Up ahead, 2 muddy mountain goats are fighting in the creek. So, the water in this creek, or watch the fight. What? The water in this creek, well, I'm not so bothered about watching the fight, because if we hang around, they might see us and come attack us. So the water in the creek, it was just clean. It was clean just from the looks of it. You immediately feel worse. What? Did we drink some water from the creek again? I don't really understand that. Okay, we're just going to move on from that. That was a bit weird. One goat falls, the other stands proudly over his defeated foe. Finish him. Spare him. Watch eating seeds. I'll just eat some seeds and watch. The goat, after showing off for a bit, walks away. Right. Okay, you approach a down goat. It's alive, but bleeding. Try to help it. Put him out of his misery. I mean, let's try and help the goat as best we can. You wash and bandage the goat's wounds. He says a grateful meh and slowly rises to his feet. The rescue goat is following us. Okay, we've got a goat friend now. That's my goat now. Chase the goat away. Speeder. That's my goat now. I've got a goat friend. Yay. Oh, we actually do have a goat. All that's left is to give it a name. Do we name the goat? What are you going to name your goat? Jack, Baphomet, or Goat? Why has Baphomet got a picture of a joint of meat on there? I don't think we're eating the goat, are we? Jack, Baphomet, or Goat? I kind of wanted Bernard, to be honest. I did kind of secretly hope that we could type a name in, but a goat. Let's call the goat Goat, because I suspect maybe something bad might happen to the goat. I mean, the parrot's cleared off. We don't know where the parrot is. The parrot's abandoned us. The rabbits we found on the broken remains of the ship, they've sort of vanished. Don't know what's happened to them. Our monkey friend has also gone. They've left us. We got separated and we can never find each other again. So that was all very sad. So rather than forming too much of an attachment with our goat, let's just call it Goat. I quite like that. Here you go. Let's call it Goat. Well, your poor imagination doesn't diminish your virtues. That's fine. By sunset, you reach the source of the creek in the rock. Nearby, you can see a small cave. Okay, search the cave before you go and sleep in it, because there might be a bear in the cave. You find a couple of strange stone carving tools, the likes of which you've never seen before. We are stocking up on kind of equipment here. 6 lots, I think that is. That's quite good. Okay, stay overnight. The goat lies down next to you. You lay your head on it like a pillow and sleep better than you ever have in your life. Okay, and the goat thing sort of shone over here just then. Has it gone now? Has the goat gone? No, it's still there. It's still there. The goat is still there. And goat, there you go, your very own mountain goat. So we sort of used it as a pillow and we had a really nice night's sleep. Oh, there you go. So it paid to go and help the goat, because now we can use it as a sort of a makeshift pillow type thing. Marvellous. In the morning, you're awakened by loud noise and a roar. Okay. Right, as in a roar of a creature or a roar of, like, rushing water or something. I don't know. Check to see what's in there. I imagine the roar is like an animal noise from inside a cave. You walk out to a small waterfall and you see... Oh, we're outside. Okay. We see there's a caiman and a jaguar fighting at the waterfall. Right, caiman is like a alligator thing, isn't it? Hurry back or hide and watch. Or let's watch, but hide, because we don't want either of these things to come and try to eat us, because that would be bad. It's like bear versus shark, but even cooler. Who will you be rooting for in this battle of the century? For these sort of the caiman, don't know how you pronounce that. These sort of alligatory looking thingamabob. The big cat, or against everyone? I think, if we're being honest, I think we want this to win, because the jaguar is possibly a bit more dangerous to us. I think we could possibly try and get away from the caiman thing over here, but the jaguar might be a little bit trickier for us to escape from if it decides to come to eat us. So let's root for the sort of the thing there. The caiman thing. Soon the wounded jaguar retreats. The creature that I can't pronounce the name properly of dives into water and disappears, and you are left to celebrate his victory. Hooray, right, the wounded jaguar has gone. That does make me think that maybe, if it goes the other way round, if you say I want the jaguar to win, the jaguar might win, but then the jaguar's hanging around and it might chase you later on. We're still alive, surprisingly. Only one death. Only one death so far, midge to death, but yeah, that's still quite impressive. So we're still alive, and there's a straight open mountainside in front of you. The smoke you saw must have come from here. Okay, we'll have a little look around, do some searching. A handful of ashes from a small fire, and that's it. There wasn't even a flattened grass there. Okay, continue on your way. There was no sign of any human presence. It's either a shadow or an experienced scout. Okay, so there could be somebody else around, but they're much better at doing all this kind of survival stuff than we are. You continue on your way, and by noon you reach a steep cliff. It's going to be difficult to climb. Is that a rope? Where did it come from? Climb the rope, find another way up. Where did it come from? You look around and there's no one around, and the rope itself is almost rotten from the sun and rain. Ah, right, okay, almost rotten. So if we climb it, it's going to snap and we are going to fall. Let's find another way up then. Climbing up the sheer cliff was difficult, but it was safer than a rotten rope. Okay, so it pays to investigate sometimes. Lovely. Finally, you've climbed to the top of the cliff. There are no footprints here, but the view from here is simply stunning. The whole island is in the palm of your hand. Okay, so in the centre of the island amidst the cliffs... Oh, there's like a temple. There's a temple of some kind there. That's very jazzy. To the west, close to the coast, there's a reef. Up north, somewhere far, far away, there's just a beach. We've already been to a beach. Let's go to this kind of temple thing. There's like a temple-y thing there. Let's head over there. A step pyramid can be seen in the distance. It appears to be the work of man, not nature. Yeah, I would say so. I think that's a safe assumption. Okay, hang on. Oh, we're just looking around. Okay, to the west, close to the coast, you see a beautiful coral reef. Very nice. And up north, somewhere far, far away, you see a smaller island in the ocean, smoke rising above it. A volcano or a settlement. Okay, right. I've seen enough. In a little more time, this view will be as boring as the valley. You need new impressions. New ones. The views of the island make you want to write poems and recite them, but your own listener is a parrot and a goat. We've got the goat, thank you very much. We've got a goat that can listen to us. They might not know what we're on about, but it's fine. And I'm surprised the parrot's still there, because the parrot seems to just abandon us when it suits. But, okay. What? With every step, we chase the light. Once upon a time, there was a brave sailor from a caravel. I've erected a monument to myself. This picture here is curious. What's going on here? Why are we dressed in this kind of very fancy red number with a little kind of nightcap type thing on, holding a fish? What's happening here? So we're not going to pick that one, because that's a bit weird. I'm tempted to pick this one because we do seem quite full of ourselves. Our character does... so we do think we're brilliant. Sometimes we're a bit bumbling and a bit awkward. We're not very good at the survival stuff, but we do think we're magnificent. So that one would be quite good. Once upon a time, there was a brave sailor from a caravel, but this picture here is just us once again frolicking about without our top on. I've erected a monument to myself. We're going to go for that one. A testament crafted. A story of self. With each passing glance, your story unfolds. Okay, so now we're talking to the parrot, are we? Is the parrot saying that? In the whispers of time, my legacy holds. In the whispers of time, my cat still ignores my calls. I don't really know what's happening. Again, we've turned too many pages. We're writing poetry. I'm tempted to do the cat thing because it's funny. In the whispers of time, my cat still ignores my calls because it's funnier. It's just a funnier thing, and we think we're brilliant, so maybe we think we can just do this as poetry, and we think we're being hilarious, because we do seem to think quite a lot of ourselves. Or that's probably the better one. In the whispers of time, my legacy holds. In the whispers of time, my cat still ignores my... We're going to go for that. Let's go for the cat. Congratulations, you're amazingly untalented. The parrot understands nothing about great poetry. Okay, so I wonder if we'd done something different there. We might have got some sort of like poetry type trait thing or whatever, but no, that's fine. When you finish the poem, you feel an unprecedented satisfaction. You're a genius, a hedonist and a hero, and it doesn't matter you haven't found people, this is just the beginning of your great story. But what will happen next? Back to the valley or explore the island further? All these questions swirled in your head as you descended the mountain. Okay, right, so if we now go back over here, we can go to... I genuinely, honestly thought it said Fraggle Rock. I was going to say we can go to Fraggle Rock, but no, go to the Fragile Rock. Okay, we can go over there. We could go and look at secrets beyond the mountains, or we could go back to the valley. Okay, I think we have to look at the other two before we go back to the valley. We need to explore what we can. But look, things are opening up. We are now uncovering bits on the map. So there's that island that we saw. Was that the island we saw? Possibly, yeah. If we're stood on the mountain here, that's sort of northish, was it? I forget which way we're looking at stuff. But yeah, there's the sort of almost like an Aztec or a sort of Mayan temple type thing. And there was an island there that we saw. And then we saw something else, didn't we? We saw another thing. Is it over here, maybe? I'm not entirely sure where the other thing is, but okay, never mind. So we'll do these two first, and then kind of head back to the valley, so to head back inland a little bit. But yeah, we'll explore Fraggle Rock, and we shall explore the secrets beyond the mountains. But I think we'll do that next time. We'll finish up for now, come back next time, and carry on our sometimes incredibly enjoyable, sometimes incredibly stupid, and sometimes incredibly baffling adventure here on our desert island. Sometimes I don't know what's happening. I'm not entirely sure what's going on. Some of these bits are just, completely bewildering. I think we're getting a picture of our character. I think we are sort of working out what they're like. They do seem to be a bit full of themselves. And yeah, okay, we could have just done a proper poetry thing just then, but I think it's more fun to sort of to play it as more of a sort of, yes, I'm doing what I want to do and aren't I hilarious and funny because I think I'm the best. I've got my shirt off. I'm writing about myself, and I've got sort of topiary things around which are in the shape of myself, probably with my shirt off again. So I think we are sort of getting a picture of our character, and I imagine maybe as the game moves on we can find out more about them. Maybe we'll get some sort of backstory or something, because we haven't got amnesia or anything. We know who we are. We should know. I assume we sort of know, because we didn't say that we'd forgotten who we are. We end up on a pirate ship because we got a bit drunk and sort of kidnapped by the pirates, but I say pirates, sailors, they were sort of piratey. I think we should know who we are, so maybe as the game progresses we'll find out more about ourselves. I do not know, but we'll finish up for now, and we'll come back next time and just see what happens. Will there be, I don't know, more random poetry stuff? How many times will we take our clothes off again? Will we possibly meet another monkey and everything will go awkward again? I don't know. And just to point out, the death counter standing at 1 right now. That's it, just 1 death. Which, in these games, that's quite impressive. That is quite impressive indeed. I can't remember the other games' death counters, but they were quite high. The previous 2 games in the series had quite high death counter. So, I'm sure that'll change. That will change over time. But, right now, only on the 1 death, which is pretty good. So, let's come back next time and see how we get on. How many more times can we die when we return? Hopefully you are still enjoying this. If you are, please do leave a like. That would be most marvellous indeed. And also, if you're not already, then please do subscribe to keep up to date with how we get on here next time out in Choice of Life Wild Islands. But for now, thank you very much for joining me in the Geek Cupboard, and I will see you next time. We've turned up at this place going, hello, we'd like to be your fisherman, and we've crashed our boat into some rocks. There's giant, big, gnashy, smashy teeth. Sir, you appear to be on fire. Okay, what is that? No, how about no?